So apparently Sam Darnold looking pretty good.
Okay. I'm excited for that. I actually am. I want him to get a fair shake. I feel like nobody gets a fair shake
In New York.
on the Jets. Like, they just don't. You know? Like, I wonder what would have happened to Mark Sanchez if he'd have played on a different team.
You don't think there would have been a butt fumble?
Well, that definitely wouldn't have happened. But, you know, because he had some game.
He took him to the playoffs for Rex Ryan.
Yeah, he had some game. So I wonder what would have happened. I wonder about this a lot. Like how much of Tom Brady is Tom Brady, or how much was it just getting in the right circumstance and being around the right people and learning from the right. Because obviously,
I think that's huge.
Part of it is Tom Brady's just natural athletic ability, but you have to build
his work ethic,
right? But you have to build that confidence and get that. We say this all the time, like winning is contagious. Like it really is. Like, you get used to it.
It's a culture,
and you just expect it, you know, and you start to just make plays because you know it's going to work. When that confidence gets shattered, particularly if you're a young quarterback, it's hard to rebuild that. And I really wonder, like if Tom Brady switched places with someone else who came out in that draft class, random person, and that person was on the Patriots, how good the Patriots would have been. I don't think they would have been as good, but I think they would have been real good.
Well, the thing is,
but Tom Brady is Tom Brady now. So now he's got all that confidence in the world.
Right. So he can walk into Tampa.
Matter. Right.
But even so, the first part of that season, when he and Bruce Arians are kind of struggling to find their common ground, didn't go great. And we hear an awful lot about, the team hasn't bought into the coach's culture and scheme yet. That's basically what that is. Yeah. Unless the players are all in on what the coach is trying to sell them, you're not going to get that. It's that confidence that I trust this coach to put me in the best position to make a play to make this team win.
Yeah.
And if your coach is Adam Gase, you never get that confidence.
Right.
You just don't.
Yeah, right.
I mean, and it's not just Gase. I mean, he's the punching bag because he's recent, but there's dozens of those guys.
Oh, yeah. Tons of them.
Rich Kotite for the Jets and the Eagles.
Yep.
Nobody bought into that guy's shtick.
Yep.
And it showed. I mean, I remember when Marty was with, at the time, the Redskins, Marty Schottenheimer, didn't do so well early, but you could see that team coalesce around that coach and just bought into it, and they won like 10 games in a row.
Yep.
Went to the playoffs and lost immediately.
Yeah. But still.
Right.
Yeah, pretty good.
But it's that confidence. So here we are with Sam Darnold now, with, I think, Matt Rule in Carolina. So we'll see. I mean, I think he's a good quarterback. Can make all the throws, all that. We'll see how he works with this team full of really good players.
Yep.